Hey everyone, it's moonmothgoddess. Welcome back to the channel. So today's topic for our pick a card reading is, what does your person's heart tell them about your connection with them? So we are going to be doing 3 piles today, but before we get into that, those of you that are wanting to book a private reading, you can always find my email down below in the description box, where you can send me an email and I will provide you on more information on booking readings with me. For those of you that are wanting to donate, I do have my PayPal, my Cash App, my Amazon wishlist, and there is also a super thanks button, which is located directly underneath the video. It is a little heart with a $sign in it. So for those of you that are wanting to donate, you can now do so directly through the YouTube app. Also, those of you that are new to the channel, I do free in-depth reading giveaways once a month. So I will be posting the one for the month of October 2022 pretty soon. So you want to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel in order to enter, and then you're going to wait for that post, which I will put in the community tab. And then there will be a post for the month of October that says free reading giveaway. So you want to look out for that. And all you need to do is go over to that post and then type your comment into that post for a chance to win that free 1-hour in-depth reading giveaway with me. So just keep your eyes open for that. I do, like I said, post it once every month to choose one of my subscribers to win that free reading with me. So now back to our pick a card reading. What does their heart tell them about the connection between you and them? We're going to see kind of what it is that they're feeling with that. So pile number 1, you are going to be the Moth card. For pile number 1, what does their heart tell them about the connection? Pile number 2, you are going to be the Cauldron. And then pile number 3, you are going to be the Bats. For pile number 3. So pause the video if you need a little bit more time. If you do feel called to more than one pile, that is perfectly okay for today's reading. All of the readings also that I post on the channel are timeless unless otherwise specified. But for the most part, all of the readings that I do have uploaded are always timeless readings. So if the message resonates at the time that you're watching the video, then that is the message that is meant for you at that time. So pile number 1 with the Moth, pile 2 with the Cauldron, and then pile number 3 with the Bats. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile 1. So for those of you that resonated with the Moth, this is going to be your reading today. So we're looking into, what does your person's heart tell them about this connection with you? So let's get into your reading. Pile number 1. What is their heart telling them about this connection? Pile 1. What is their heart telling them? What is their heart telling them about this connection with pile number 1? Okay, so we do have the 9 of Wands. Okay, now some of you could be dealing with someone who does have some wounding, okay, with that 9 of Wands. It can be a little bit of a very guarded type of energy. Someone who has gone through maybe some very challenging experiences when it comes to their love life. So their heart, in a way, could be telling them, I'm still wounded. I'm still hurt. I'm still feeling a little bit guarded with regard to allowing myself to really kind of open up. So it's kind of like their heart is giving them this reminder, maybe that there's still pain, wounds that they have, maybe from your connection with them or even from previous connections, that is kind of telling them, are you sure you're ready for this? Are you sure you're ready to kind of open up your heart to this connection with pile number 1? And, it can be kind of feeling the need to kind of put up the defenses a little bit. And And especially if this, let's just say this person is an ex-partner and this person is feeling wounds from your connection, it could be even that feeling that their heart is saying, do you want to go through this again? You know? So just kind of take that however that resonates to your person, because all of you are going to be in very different situations with your person. Okay? So let's see what else. And that is Sagittarius energy. What is their heart telling them about this connection with you? We also have the Six of Pentacles, okay? Now, the Six of Pentacles is an energy of reciprocity, meaning that this is about both people putting in the work to a connection, right? You show them, I like you, I love you, I care, I'm putting effort in, and they're also needing to do that same thing, right? So their heart could be telling them, you know, even though there's wounds that are here, right? You can't kind of, in a way, kind of bring your past baggage with you, right? If you're really looking for love, you see this opportunity that you have with pile number one, you have to be open and receptive to it, right? So their heart could be kind of giving them this reminder or letting them know that if love is something that they're truly seeking, that they should kind of keep themselves open and receptive to that, but also to kind of put in or show the effort, right? Because if this, especially with the Six of Pentacles, it could be that this person is feeling reciprocal feelings towards you, but because that wound is there, or wounds, like I said, it could be a little bit of a guarded type of energy. So let's see. What does their heart tell them about the connection with you? Pile one, we've also got the Ten of Pentacles, okay? So the Ten of Pentacles is about long-term committed partnership. And this is really building a solid foundation, you know, putting in the effort, focus, discipline, commitment to something for the long term. So their heart could be telling them, you know, it's worth it for you to put in solid effort, because if pile number one is kind of giving you their time and energy, you know, it's safe for you. I almost feel like this is Spirit saying, telling your heart, your person's heart, it's safe for you to love, right? Don't kind of compare in a way what you're experiencing with pile number one to your past, right? The Nine of Wands is an energy of resilience, right? It's an energy of resilience. So this is saying that even though we feel broken, even though we feel beaten down and we feel so wounded and we feel like, you know what, I can't do it anymore. I can't go on. I can't, you know, I never want to be in love again. I never want to trust anybody again. It's like their heart is telling them, you can do this. You know, it's safe for you to open your heart up. And then with that Ten of Pentacles, it could be that their heart is really telling them, I should trust this, right? I should put in the effort for long-term commitment. Or it can even be the expression that they have within their heart that is craving or seeing that there is potential for the two of you to be able to have long-term commitment. And that Ten of Pentacles, you know, really depending on where you're at with this person, it can also be, you know, serious commitments such as like marriage, right? Becoming engaged, building a life with someone. So let's see what else. What is their heart telling them? We have the Hermit in reverse. Okay. Now, for some of you with that Hermit energy, it could be that your person is someone who has been single for a long time, right? Someone who's been choosing solitude, someone who's been pushing people away, remaining detached, you know, kind of making people feel abandoned, right? In a way. So it could be that you have connected with this person and you kind of just feel they're a little bit held back. There's something that's holding them back. And so their heart could be telling them, it's time to come out of hermit mode. It's time to get out there. You've been spending too much time isolating yourself. You've been spending way too much time alone. Their heart could also be telling them that they really need to listen to their heart and really take some time to look very deeply within themselves to find out what it is they're truly looking for, right? If they listen to their heart, they can find those answers, right? You can find those answers from within. So it could be one of those two things. They either need to get out of hermit mode and stop cutting themselves off from other people and, you know, kind of stop this pattern where they could push people away, or it could be that need for them to really kind of reflect inwards and really take some time to think about what it is that they really want. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to another tarot deck, but I am seeing the Emperor. Underneath the decks, we do have Aries energy, Virgo energy, and then we also have Taurus. Okay, but with the Emperor energy, it could be that your person is also someone who, I feel like sees that there is potential for commitment with the two of you. Some of you with the Emperor, Ten of Pentacles, this person could even see, like I said, that you are someone who's a long-term partner, right? And I'm seeing Justice right underneath that too with the Fool. So Justice could even be literally talking about contracts, right? Marriage contracts. They could be feeling that there is this balance between you and them. The Full energy would be their heart telling them, take the risk, right? Take the leap of faith, try it, don't give up on love. The Emperor energy can also talk about your person's heart telling them that their heart is loyal to you, right? You are the one that they are thinking about here. So let's get some more messages here. Let's see what else, pile one. What is their heart telling them about this connection with you? We have the Magician. Okay. So their heart could be kind of in a way letting them know that it is possible for them to be able to manifest the love that they're thinking about, right? The love that's on their mind, because the Magician energy is your heart, their heart telling them you're interested. You're interested in pile number one. So why are you keeping yourself held back, right? If you're thinking about long-term commitment, you're thinking about, that you have mutual feelings towards pile number one, why are you allowing this guard to block you from allowing this to see it through its full potential? Okay. So let's see what else. What is their heart telling them about the connection? We also have the Four of Swords. Okay. Now the Four of Swords energy is about taking a rest, taking a break. It could be about meditating, contemplation, a period of reflection. Okay. Some time and space to really clear your mind so you can think clearly, right? About what you envision for this connection, what they envision for it. So we also have Libra energy here. We also have, what is this? The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Like I said, for some of you, it could be that this person has been single for a while. Okay. To me, this Nine of Pentacles energy is this person also taking the time, right, to really think about what they want. It's also a need for someone to break out of that energy of being single and staying alone, and because it could, like I said, some of you, this person is single for too long, or they're pushing people away for too long because of wounds that they have. So the Nine of Pentacles is their heart telling them that it's time for them to learn how to foster meaningful, stable, balanced, healthy connections. And they're not going to learn how to do that, right? They're not going to learn how to, create a balanced relationship unless they try again, right? You can't keep using what happened to you in the past as the reason for you to block yourself from being able to, try again, right? So let's see what else. What is their heart telling them about this connection with you? We have the Ace of Swords, right? So it could be their heart is like telling them, like, you need to make a choice. You need to make a decision here, right? The Ace of Swords is all about clarity. It's about having a breakthrough, right? And it could be that that breakthrough is found in that period of reflection, or for them to stop overanalyzing things and to really just kind of take a break, take a rest, calm themselves down, get out of their head, right? Listen to what your heart is saying, right? It's like their heart is like, listen to me, get out of your head and listen to me, listen to what we're feeling here, okay? We also have the Chariot at the bottom. So we have Cancerian energy. So some of you, it could be that this person's heart is telling them that they have the ability to find balance within themselves, to be able to have the strength, the courage, the willpower to be able to move forward with what their heart is really telling them, which is about this 10 of Pentacles ultimately, right? Long-term, stable relationship. That is what their heart is telling them, that they can do it. They're able to bring about this balance within themselves and also within you to come into alignment, to allow this connection to move forward and focus on optimism and the success of the relationship versus any, maybe say, negative thinking that one can have with the limitations that are brought about by that wound that's there, or wounds. Okay? So that's kind of what I'm getting here for your person. I'm just going to move these tarot decks out of the way. We'll keep those. And then we're going to move into the oracle messages. So what else do we have here? We've got more Virgo energy here. And then, yeah, we've already talked about Libra. So let's go into our oracle. Okay, so let's see what else. What is pile number one's person's heart telling them about the connection with pile one? We have intimacy here, sexuality, closeness, and also seclusion, okay? So when we're speaking about intimacy, it isn't just about sex, right? Intimacy is them allowing you close to connect, right? Communication, you know, just kind of really opening up to you, allowing themselves to be vulnerable, okay? So their heart is telling them, again, like I said, it's safe for you to get close. It's safe for you to trust. It's safe for you to allow yourself to open up to more intimate conversations, to maybe even talking about past experiences and how certain things are kind of holding, you know, them back, maybe sharing stories, really kind of opening up, learning to trust more. So let's see. What does their heart tell them about the connection? We have enticing here, temptation, seductive, and alluring, right? So in some way, it's kind of like their heart is telling them, you're attracted, right? You like this person. You like pile number one. You're drawn to them. So why are you holding yourself back? Okay, let's see what else here. Okay, so we also have invisible here, and it says disappearing, ghosting, and running. Okay, now some of you could have been in that situation with this person where you notice that they kind of pull back a little bit. Meaning that they could ghost, they could abandon, they could reject, they could self-sabotage, they could kind of, as soon as things kind of get a little bit more intimate, it makes them feel afraid, right? And they kind of pull back, okay? So their heart could be telling them, hey, you know what? You running is not going to help the situation, right? Why are you running from your feelings? Why are you running from, you know, this connection, from what the heart is actually telling them, right? That's kind of just what I'm feeling there. Like, don't run. Why are you running? You know? So let's see. What does their heart tell them? Okay, so we have constricted here, and it says smothering, overwhelmed, and also suffocating, right? So it could be that, and if you notice, she's kind of clutching onto her, I mean, almost kind of like her throat, but it's also, she's got her hand over her chest here as well, right? So the constricted energy of feeling smothered, right? It could be that their heart is like, wow, this is a lot. I feel a lot, right? And sometimes that overwhelming feeling of all of these emotions in their heart could be something that are making them feel afraid, right? Anxious, nervous. So let's see what else. What does their heart tell them about this connection? We also have pampered here, and it says entitled, spoiled princess, and also demanding here, right? So with this energy here too, I'm getting two different messages with this. With the pampered energy, it could be that their heart is telling them that, you know, they really feel this energy with the Six of Pentacles here of wanting to put forth the effort to the connection, right? To nurturing it, to showing you that they care, right? Treating you the way that you should be treated with the pampered energy. Another energy that I'm seeing here because of the demanding, spoiled princess, entitled, and the constricted or smothering energy can also be that for some of you, this person, their heart is feeling maybe even a little bit pressured, really, depending on what type of person you are. So that won't resonate for all of you. But if you are someone who's already kind of told this person, you know, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that, this is what I want, and there's those wounds that are there, they may have, you know, some maybe very maladaptive ways of coping, right? And they could retreat, they could run, when, especially if they're feeling like, wow, this is too much. I'm feeling like this is too much. I feel scared. I'm feeling a lot of feelings. I'm feeling reciprocal feelings towards pile number one. But at the same time, you know, for some of you, it can even be their spheres, right, of commitment. Even though commitment is something that's on their mind, they could be like, oh my goodness, like you know, kind of taking this risk, this leap of faith by putting myself out there and trying commitment again, right? Especially if they are someone who, let's just say they've been married or they've had, you know, a long-term relationship that they've not had the best separation from. It could feel overwhelming, right? Being overwhelmed with feelings and emotions within their heart. So let's see, what is their heart telling them about this connection with you, pile one? We also have anticipation, okay? And it says waiting, planning, their approach, and also the suspense, right? So it could be feeling their heart is telling them, you know, you feel nervous. You're just like, your nerves are getting all worked up here. It could be that their heart is telling you have to do this, right? You have to take the risk. This is the one. This is the person for you. What is your plan? How are you going to come forward and find this willpower here with the Chariot energy? The Emperor is also, right, kind of tied into this energy here, because the Emperor is about planning. It's about strategy. It's about keeping yourself grounded, focused, and kind of looking at the bigger picture of things, of how you're going to plan something. What is your next move? What kind of action are you going to take with that Emperor energy? Okay, so let's get into our last messages here. Pile one, what does their heart tell them about the connection? Okay, so we have choices here. And it says there is a choice they have to make. They know time is not on their side and risk losing you forever if they don't, right? So their heart can also be telling them, you need to make a choice. Otherwise, you could risk losing pile one, right? It's time to step up. It's time to put this overwhelming feelings and emotions because of past wounding here behind you. What are you going to do? Okay. So what does their heart tell them about the connection, pile one? Okay, so we have telepathy here. And it says the telepathy you share cannot be ignored. Your words are slowly leaving imprints upon their heart. Okay, so, you know, may not be for all of you, but some of you may have and feel that you have a very telepathic type of connection with this person, right? Which is a very supernatural type of experience where you're able to pick up on another person's energy, their thoughts, their feelings. And it could be that a lot of the feelings that you have for this person are something that they're also able to kind of pick up on. And, you know, it's something that this person's heart cannot ignore. They feel it, right? They could feel your energy and kind of, you know, reflecting upon what their heart is feeling as well. So what does their heart tell them about the connection? We have energy cords. And it says, despite the distance between you, they still feel the energetic cords that is keeping the two of you connected. Okay? So their heart is feeling what you're feeling. Okay? Some of you have a very strong connection with this person, and it is something that is undeniable to them, right? It's there. Okay, now we also have the player here. So again, may not be for all of you, but we have the player lifestyle that once defined everything they did has stopped looking enticing ever since they met you, right? So for those of you where you know maybe this person has stayed single, they've not really wanted to settle down, they've been maybe dating other people, you know, maybe while they were dating you, or maybe if they've even told you straight out, you know what, hey, in my past, I used to be someone who was a player. I dated around, or I never wanted commitment. But this is really their heart telling them, this is the one, right? Because this card here is talking about the player lifestyle not seeming so enticing as it used to be in their past, right? So there's something really profound, I feel like, that is happening within your person where they feel like with you, their heart feels settled. Their heart feels like at ease, like it can rest, like it doesn't have to constantly feel like I need to connect with all these different people to find what I've been craving or what I've been looking for. It's kind of like their heart is telling them, this is home. This is where you belong. Like, this is it, right? Let's open up. Let's try this. Let's explore within that energy. And look, you guys, at the bottom of the deck. Okay? It says they see you as marriage material, someone that inspires them to create a strong foundation for marriage. Okay? And that's what we're seeing here, especially with that Ten of Pentacles energy here. So their heart, like I just said, their heart is telling them, you are it. You're the one. Okay? So yes, it's really beautiful reading for you guys. Okay? So I'm going to leave it here, pile number 1. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 2. So for those of you that resonated with the cauldron, this is going to be your reading today, and we are finding out, what does your person's heart tell them about the connection between the two of you? So let's get into it and see what messages Spirit has for you about your person's heart, their feelings. And I am going to be using 2 different tarot decks today. So let's see. Pile 2. What does their heart tell them about this connection with you? Okay, so we have the 4 of Cups. What does their heart tell them? We have the 8 of Pentacles. What does their heart tell them? We have a Judgment. And we also have the King of Swords. Okay, so what I'm kind of feeling is happening with your person is that they are allowing their logic to kind of overrule what their heart is feeling, okay? Which is kind of what I'm seeing happen here. We're starting off with the 4 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups can be the energy of rejection, right? It can be someone who's feeling bored, someone who's feeling disinterested, someone has chosen to reject you, abandon you, push you away. Their heart can also be feeling a lot of discontent, unhappiness. Now, that unhappiness could be something that they could be feeling with the connection, right? Or it could be that their heart is just overall kind of feeling, I'm not letting anyone in, okay? Because that 4 of Cups is also a card of missed opportunities. And it could be you waving the red flag in front of this person, and they're not even open and receptive to it. It's like they're not even paying attention. They're not there. They're not fully present, which is kind of what I feel like is happening with your person. So it almost makes me feel like this person does have a lot of blocked heart chakra energy, which could be a lot of repressed feelings and emotions. It could be that, you know, they're maybe giving you like some mixed signals. And then with this, what is this? I can't see. The 8 of Pentacles energy here. It could be that this person feels that they need to really focus on themselves, right? Their heart could be telling them, if you're feeling disinterested in this connection with Pile 2, or if you're feeling bored, or you're feeling like this connection is not something for you, you need to really work on yourself right now, right? Because this almost makes me feel like this person's heart feels emotionally unavailable to you, okay? Where they are very guarded, they're very blocked, there's someone who's very detached, I feel like, from their heart space. There's a disconnect, right? Because this person is kind of leading with this energy of the King of Swords. I don't know, because I'm seeing, I don't even know what this is. I don't know if this is a scorpion. Maybe it's a scorpion. It has a little stinger back here. I think it's a scorpion. I don't know. But to me, it kind of like, if you see like the little claws up here, you know, it's a very guarded, very protected type of energy, as we're seeing with the claws, the stinger, the sword that's coming through here. So yeah, to me, it's kind of like your person has this disconnect from their heart space, where they are someone who is very guarded, very protected. They can be very detached emotionally, especially with that King of Swords type of energy there. So with Judgment, it could be that this person, their heart is really, say, judging you, judging the connection, or that they have a lot of baggage that they're holding on to that they really need to release, okay? To find transformation and renewal within themselves, okay? So we do have Scorpio energy here, also Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we've got Cancer, and then we also have Virgo energy. So I'm going to grab another tarot deck to see what else we can find out about this person. Yeah, but it makes me feel like their heart is like kind of like screaming up at them in a way that you're missing out on an opportunity here, right? You need to take some time to work on yourself because, you know, and not that that's a bad thing, right? Sometimes we do need to take a pause. We need to take a break, right? Especially if we're going out and we're dating, we're meeting people, we're in connections, and we feel just disconnected, right? We feel that's kind of what I'm feeling here, is this person is very disconnected from their heart space, okay? They're overthinking, over-rationalize things. They're kind of like, very much in their head, very logical about things, right? It's kind of like I said, they're putting their head over what their heart is actually saying to them. So let's see. Pile number 2. What does their heart tell them about this connection? Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. We have Justice. What does their heart tell them? Right, I love this. You know why? Because the Justice card here is about weighing things out. Your heart, your logic, and your rational mind. Right? If your person is feeling some type of discontent within their heart space, why is it there? Right? Because of that disconnect to me here, it's like Justice is the person needs to, like their heart is telling them, what is your heart telling you? What am I saying to you? Right? What is your heart telling you in this situation with pile number 2? So it's like Justice is a need for them to really gain clarity, first off, with the King of Swords, to think clearly about the decision they're going to make. The Four of Swords is a need for rest. It's a need for taking some time to clear your mind and to really weigh things out of what you feel is the best decision for you. For some of you with the Judgment card, it can even be, you know, if you guys are broken up, split up with each other, no contact situation, Judgment is also going to be about your person making the decision, looking back, right, at the cycle that you and this person have gone through, but to be able to make a decision based off of, you know, what you've gone through in the past, to decide whether or not they want renewal, right? Reconnection for this relationship, to wipe the slate clean and start fresh, start new. Like I said, for some of you, it could be that this person does have some, you know, old baggage that they're needing to release here. So we do have a Libra energy here with both of these. So let's see what else. What does their heart tell them about the connection? We have the Six of Cups. What does their heart tell them? And the Eight of Wands. Yeah. Now, for those of you, I'm kind of getting this energy here where there is maybe a no contact situation. Okay. Especially with this Four of Swords here. And if that is the case, their heart is telling them about the connection that they feel towards you. The Six of Cups is a very sweet energy. It's a very nostalgic energy. So their heart has memories of you. Their heart has, you know, remembering the good things about you, about them. They could remembering the sweetness of the connection. The Six of Cups can also be a soulmate card. It can also be a card of past life connection. So it could be that their heart is telling them that there's something here. There's something here with you. And like I said, I want to clarify this because I don't want to say that for all of you that your person's heart is telling them no, like pushing you away and rejecting you, although that may have been what happened. But is it really that they are just not interested in you? Or is it that this person is, like I said, disconnected here, right? We've got the King of Swords, which is that very guarded, protective, rational, logical thinker, which to me is kind of creating that disconnect within their heart space where they're not listening to their heart and what their heart is telling them. Okay, so their heart is feeling all of these feelings, all of these emotions, thinking about the two of you guys spending time with each other, being around each other. The Six of Cups can even talk about a reunion, right, between two people, the two of you having a past with each other, thinking about being reunited. And if you guys are no contact, this Eight of Wands could be that their heart is telling them to take action or to communicate with you, right? Because the Eight of Wands is about back and forth communication. It's also about energy that's in motion, okay? So I'm going to look really quick at the bottom. We have Justice again, right? Justice here, Justice here. And like I said, Justice is us weighing things out, right? Heart and head, okay? Same thing here versus only the logic side of it, right? Over rationalizing things. And then at the bottom of this one, we have the Queen of Swords, okay? So I'm actually going to put both of these here. Yeah, but yeah, this is just kind of making me feel that your person is just kind of like, there's a lot of disconnect here for your person. So I want to clarify this Four of Cups to see kind of a little bit more about that. Why is the Four of Cups energy here? We've got the Nine of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here? We have the Three of Cups in reverse. I'm sorry, I flipped this over. Also the Six of Cups again. Okay, so we've got the Six of Cups here twice. Let me take a second to think about this. Okay, I'm getting a couple different messages from this Four of Cups here. Okay, so one of which I feel like your person's is telling, their heart is telling them, almost kind of like, you know, that you, and this is for those of you where, but this is reconciliation. It's like their heart is saying to them, you know that if you reconcile and see pile number 2 again, you have all these memories about them. You're thinking about them. They're still in your heart. You know that being with them is something that brings about happiness, right? Because the Nine of Cups is also about a wishes being fulfilled, something that also brings us satisfaction, happiness, right? And with the Three of Cups in reverse, this is when someone is feeling like they don't want to, almost like they're pushing people away. They're blocking themselves from being happy, you know? So it's almost like their heart is kind of giving them this message that why are you, you know, like I said, the Four of Cups is about missed opportunity, you know, pushing something away. You have an opportunity right there. It's one that you know is making you feel all of these warm and fuzzy feelings, because that's what the Six of Cups is. It's just kind of like that very childlike, nostalgic energy that you have, that warm and fuzzy feeling that you have. So if their heart is saying to them, if you feel this way about the connection with pile number 2, why are you pushing them away? Right? Why, the heart is saying, why are you blocking out happiness for us? Or, you know, for us, when you know you feel this way, right? So to me, it's like this person, yes, like I said, they could have rejected you, they could have pushed you away, but their heart is kind of like screaming at them, like, why are you not listening? Why are you not tuned into your heart? Why are you over rationalizing things and kind of maybe even being very judgmental about the connection or even about pile number 2, and just kind of allowing yourself to feel these feelings if you know that pile 2 makes you feel good and makes you happy, right? Even if this person is someone that you haven't talked to for a while, right? That their heart is telling them, just message them, just talk to them, just reach out to them, right? For those of you where this could be like, say, someone fairly new or someone you're still currently dating, it's the same kind of message, right? Other than that, this person may not have walked away or rejected you. Maybe you just kind of feel that this person is someone who's not, say, like they're not opening up completely, right? Not so much that their heart is saying you're not interested in them at all, because that's not what we're seeing here. Okay? Their heart's not telling them that. Their heart is telling them, this person makes you happy. This person you have this type of connection with. So why are you pushing them away? Why are you blocking out that feeling of satisfaction and happiness for us, right? With that 3 of Cups in reverse, where you don't even want to come together and experience joy and happiness. It's like you're blocking it out for yourself. It's kind of like what their heart is telling them. Like, just let us be happy, right? Like they're blocking it out for themselves. Their heart can also be telling them, you spend too much time alone, right? You spend way too much time alone, and you're needing to really, of course, think clearly about things, but get connected. Get connected into your heart space and what it is communicating to you. Okay? So, let's go into our oracle messages. Let's see. Pile 2. I'm also seeing Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So pile 2, what does their heart tell them about this connection? We have escalate here, and it says abrupt, rapid, and a surge, right? So it could even be that there is like this change that's kind of happening within them, their heart space here, where maybe they're feeling this surge of this need to take action, make decisions. Let's see what else here. What does their heart tell them about this connection, pile 2? We have shame. Wow. And it says guilty conscience and also remorse. Okay. And we're seeing this guy who's hunched over here, and he's got these handcuffs that are tied around his wrists. Okay. So maybe if this person has rejected you, they're feeling in their heart guilt, remorse, right? Regret for pushing you away if they have. What does their heart tell them about the connection? Pile 2. We have awakening. Okay. And it says a realization, an epiphany, and also an understanding. Okay. So that could be this person's awakening to opening themselves up, and see how this flower is kind of opening here. Okay. The color white is also this symbol of purity, innocence, which we're also seeing in the 6 of Cups. Okay. And maybe on them kind of having a realization of, the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, which is that feeling of happiness, that feeling of joy, right? And not allowing themselves to experience that fully because they're too much in their head. Okay. So what does their heart... So it's almost like their heart is saying, get out of your head, right? And listen to us. Listen to me. What is their heart telling them about the connection? We have separation here, and it says distance, blockages, and also space, right? So it could even be that their heart is reminding them of separation, of what you guys had. This feels like a separation, pile. If it's not separation for you, it could be that maybe this person hasn't come forward. Maybe this person, is a crush at work that they've not had the courage to come up to you. So take that separation, however it resonates for you. But because we do have the Six of Cups here twice, which is about nostalgia, memories, some of you it is that they're kind of awakening to the realization, kind of hit them, I feel like their heart is reminding them, hey, you still care. You still like this person. You still have feelings for this person, or you do have feelings for this person. It's reminding them of the space here, reminding them of the two of you being separated. And maybe it's kind of, like I said, bringing up feelings of guilt, shame, regret, remorse for, like I said, for some of you, pushing you away, abandonment, ghosting. And it's kind of like they're having this awakening or this realization about their feelings that are here, that are kind of hidden within their heart, that they may have been so disconnected from, that they've now kind of, it's all hitting them, right? With the escalate here. So let's see what else. Pile 2. What does their heart tell them about the connection? We have the key here, and it says opening up, and it says access granted. So the heart's telling them, open up, basically, right? Open up, unlock us, let us live, let us feel love. Let's see what else. What does their heart tell them? It may even be that their heart is telling them that you are the person that does hold the key to their heart. Okay? We have unrevealing here, and it says vague, hiding something in secret. So their heart is telling them, you've got way too many repressed feelings and emotions for pile number 2. It's time for you to speak up and talk about them. It's time for you to stop hiding us and let us out, right? Let us speak truth. Let us be honest about what our feelings truly are. So pile 2, what does their heart tell them about the connection? We have, look at this, an honest heart, and it says genuinity, pure intentions, and authenticity. Okay, so yeah, their heart's saying, let's be honest about what we feel here, right? No more hiding it, no more suppressing, no more pushing people away, no more rejecting people when you know inside this heart that we feel something for pile 2. So why are we doing this? Why are we playing this game? Right? Stop being in denial of your feelings towards pile 2. What does their heart tell them about the connection, pile 2? We have driven here, and it says ambitious, career focused, hustler mentality. So for some of you, it could be that their heart is telling them, you need to make time for us. You need to create space for love in your life. You're too focused and maybe too busy. You need to make time for love. You need to find balance in your life. Or it can be the energy here of your heart, their heart telling them that they need to put that drive and that ambition towards fixing this with you, or to opening up with you, right? Putting forth the effort here, okay, to be honest with you and revealing feelings. What does their heart? So these are going to be the last messages, pile 2. What does their heart tell them about the connection? We have anxiously waiting, right? So it could be their heart is waiting for them to say something, to speak up, to step up, to take action. It says they search for you in everything, feel you everywhere, always in the back of their mind, hoping they will run into you. Okay. What does their heart tell them about this connection? Wow, look at that. Unspoken love. They've been carrying a torch for you all alone, but unable to confess their love due to the fear of rejection. Wow, yeah. 4 of Cups. Okay. So some of you could even be that way as well, where maybe this person is, like this is saying here, maybe they have a fear of rejection. Maybe they're afraid to come forward. Some of you, even with this 3 of Cups being here, if you are someone who surrounds yourself with other people a lot, this person can also be afraid of going up to you. Maybe there's a level of intimidation there. if you are surrounded by friends, right, and they feel too embarrassed, too shy to kind of go up to you, okay? But yeah, we've got rejection here with the Four of Cups. And maybe for some of you, it's the person, them, who has a fear of rejection, right? But for others of you, it can very well be that this person has rejected. They have pushed you away, okay? So unspoken love. But yeah, that's really about your heart, their heart telling them there's feelings in here. Feelings that you need to speak up about. Feelings that you need to say something and stop hiding them. So what does the heart tell them about this connection? Okay, so we do have the player. This won't resonate for all of you. But it says the player lifestyle that once defined everything they did has stopped looking enticing ever since they met you. Okay, so this could be that if you are dating someone who has chosen to stay single or who didn't want to settle down, who wasn't looking for commitment, it could be that as this realization of the feelings that they have for you, right, not being able to forget about you, maybe not even being able to move on if this is an ex-partner, that their heart is guiding them back to you. It's guiding them to you. So it can even be that there's something about you and the connection that they've had with you that is making them feel like the need for dating other people is really something that they don't even need. You know? Like they kind of feel like the void has been filled. Not that you need another person to fill your own cup, but that search of what you've been looking for in a person or a partner is right in front of you. Don't miss out. Okay? So let's see. What does the heart tell them about the connection with pile 2? Okay, so we have 2 more here. And it says the unknown. And it says the unknown scares them. They see the abundance you bring into their life, but they fear being wrong. Okay, so their heart can be maybe a little bit afraid of trusting, right? That this is the right one. You are the right person. And then we also have broken here. And it says they feel broken inside and don't feel stable enough to trust themselves with your heart at this time. And it says be patient, right? So their heart could be telling them, you know, they do have some wounds here. Maybe they need a little bit of that space, a little bit of that time, like we saw the Four of Swords under here, for them to be able to calm their mind, to be able to think clearly, right? So that they can really kind of sort through what it is that they're experiencing here. Okay? So I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 2. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So for those of you that resonated with the bats card, this is going to be your reading today, and we are finding out what does their heart tell them about the connection that they do have with you. So I am going to be using 2 different tarot decks today for your reading, and then we will also go into our oracle messages to see what is happening within your person's heart. What are they feeling? What is their heart telling them about this connection with you? So pile 3, what does their heart tell them about this connection? We have, what is this? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So we've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What does their heart tell them? We have the Fool. What does their heart tell them about this connection with you? We have the King of Cups. We also have the Sun. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Death card. So let's see what else with the other tarot deck. So I'm also seeing some strong Scorpio, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, and also Aquarius. So what does their heart tell them about this connection? Okay, so we have the Six of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. What is their heart telling them? We have the Page of Cups in reverse. And then we also have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so basically I feel like your person's heart is telling them that they are all over the place when it comes to their feelings and their emotions. And I feel like this person is kind of stuck in a place where they're way over analyzing what they're feeling, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is a very unpredictable energy. The Wheel of Fortune is really talking about the cycles, the fluctuations that we go through day to day in life, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune is, you know, talking about fate, destiny, certain cycles that we've been stuck in. And so it could be that their heart is telling them, again, you're all over the place. You're all over the place when it comes to your feelings, because I feel like with the King of Cups energy here, your person is someone who does hold some very deep feelings towards you, okay? But I'm also noticing we do have the Page of Cups energy in reverse here. And the Page of Cups in reverse can really talk about blocked, repressed feelings, emotions, a person who even is lying about their feelings, in denial of the feelings that they do have. So it's a need for them to just kind of relax. And I find it funny that we do have calming tonic on this King of Cups. On the little bottle here, it says calming. And the Page of Cups is a need for them to listen to their intuition as well. Their heart is telling them, listen to what your intuition is telling you. You have some strong feelings here, right? And it could be that there is a little bit of an issue with emotional maturity, with this person kind of going from one place of kind of blocking themselves off. And for some of you, it can even be dealing with someone who kind of shows you that there's interest, shows you that there's feelings. But then as far as expressing them, being able to talk about them, it could be that their heart is telling them, we need to get mature here. We need to really ground ourselves, because I'm saying that you started off with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? That Knight of Pentacles in reverse is going to be some pretty ungrounded energy. And it's kind of like this person is, their heart is telling them that they need to ground themselves in these feelings and these emotions that they do have towards you, because the heart is feeling like it's kind of like all over the place, right? There's feelings that are here, yet you feel like you cannot express them. You cannot, you know, calmly speak about them. And so it could be a need for them with the calming tonic, the King of Cups here, that they need to learn how to better understand their own feelings, understand their emotions, and not allow fears, which I'm seeing here with the Eight of Swords, okay? The Eight of Swords is when we get stuck in our head and we keep ourselves stuck in a negative cycle of thinking. And that could totally be what this Wheel of Fortune is, right? Because the Eight of Swords energy is going to be when we are self-sabotaging, we have self-limiting beliefs that are kind of blocking us. And it could be that their heart is telling them that, hey, you've been stuck in this pattern of behavior where you've been overanalyzing, not grounded, not kind of really thinking about the feelings that you do have towards pile number 3. And it's kind of like you're letting your head get in the way of what your heart is actually feeling here. Okay? So what else am I seeing? It's a need for them to pursue the passion of their heart, right? To listen to their heart is what the heart, like the heart is wanting to be expressed. The heart is wanting to be heard. And the Page of Cups is a very expressive energy, right? Finding forms of expression and ways of letting you know, flirting, you know, sweet messages, you know, anything that you can really think of that happens in the beginning of a connection, or even a person who's able to kind of open up their heart and show you, right? Through acts of love or kindness or something that shows you there's some kind of interest there. So to me, it's kind of like this could be emotional immaturity that your person is dealing with, or blocking themselves because of negative thinking, cycle of negative thinking about, you know, coming forward to express those feelings to you. Okay. What I'm also getting here is that the Six of Swords energy is their heart telling them that they need to release the emotional baggage from the past, right? They need to move beyond any types of self-limiting beliefs that are blocking them from being able to express their feelings. And the full energy is also about taking the risk, taking the leap of faith without fear, right? And that fear could be all stuck up in this Eight of Swords, where they block themselves here. So the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is also their heart telling them that they need to get themselves grounded, right? Even if they commit themselves to baby steps, right? As long as they're working towards getting more comfortable with their own feelings and their own emotions, so they learn to ground themselves, right? That Knight of Pentacles energy can also be when someone is not putting forth the effort, the solid type of commitment, not really thinking about the consequences of their actions, like if they miss out, right, on this opportunity with you. Their heart is also telling them to put themselves in another person's shoes, right? How would, let's just say you feel, right? How would that feel if that you were the person that was giving them, right? The mixed signals, mixed feelings, like hot and cold, even for some of you, right? So it's kind of their heart is trying to open them up to different perspective other than maybe the very isolated way of thinking that this person has at this time. So with the Death card here, to me, it's kind of like your person's heart telling them that they need to really kind of bring certain patterns of behavior to an end. It could be even their heart is telling them to bring this cycle of insecurities, fears, lack of commitment, lack of drive, lack of putting forth the effort here, because this would lead them to be able to kind of transforming within themselves, taking themselves from emotionally immature to more mature type of feelings and emotions where they can calmly talk about the feelings and the emotions that they do have versus I'm going to be all blocked off and I'm going to lie about my feelings or I'm going to deny them with this Page of Cups in reverse. And with the Sun, the Ten of Pentacles here, it's kind of like this person's heart is telling them that there is a connection that they feel. They do feel happiness. They do feel joy. They feel fulfillment. They feel contentment with that Sun energy here. The Ten of Pentacles can also be that your person heart is telling them that you could potentially be someone that they can have a long-term stable relationship with. And it's like their heart knows that, feels that, and the heart is, kind of maybe even feeling a little bit of a disconnect because they're over-rationalizing things. They're being worried. They're being anxious. They're maybe even negative thinking. Okay? So what else am I seeing here? Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus. Yeah, we've already got Aquarius. Okay, so let's look at our oracle messages. Pile number 3. What does their heart tell them about this connection? Right? If only they would just kind of commit themselves, because it is possible for them to have happiness within this connection. Okay? Take the risk, take the leap of faith, stop being afraid. What does their heart tell them about this connection with pile 3? Look at that. There's a connection, right? Unity, deep love, soulmate. Okay. What does their heart tell them about the connection? We also have the breaking point here. And it says limits, final straw, and feeling overwhelmed. Right? It almost looks like this person is kind of picking off the little petals, like they love me not, right? So it could even be that their heart is getting tired. Their heart is getting tired of your person not listening to what their heart is saying, right? It's tired of being stuck in this old pattern of behavior, this old cycle, and needing to kind of transition away from the chaotic energy that they kind of, I feel like they bring upon themselves, right? Because that in itself, it's like the breaking point here is kind of like the 10 of Wands. It's kind of like just being done, tired, right? So their heart is like, we're tired of this, right? It's time for you to really emotionally mature. It's time for you to express the feelings that you do have. They're deep with that King of Cups energy here. But it's also about the stability of their emotions, right? Because like I said, to me with the Wheel of Fortune here, it could be that this person's heart is kind of like all over the place, right? It's kind of like the heart is getting whiplash with everything that's kind of going on. Okay, so let's see what else. What does their heart tell them? You know, because at one point you think of it like one day their heart could be saying, wow, you know, I really, really love this person. I really, really am interested, really depending on what your situation is with them. You know, their heart is very interested. Their heart is very invested. And then the next time, I'm blocking this off. I'm closing this out, right? Or I'm, you know, staying away. I'm avoiding talking about, expressing feelings. So the heart is just like, get it together, right? Let's get grounded here. Let's really think about these feelings that we have. What does their heart tell them about this connection, commitment, vows, promises, and also fidelity, right? So their heart can be telling them that you are the person, right? You are the person maybe that they feel like they're meant to be with, or that it's safe for them to commit, right? To the long term, to put forth the effort, right? Try it. Let's see where it goes. Their heart is maybe telling them with the sun energy here that you can have a really beautiful, very happy connection with each other, right? Some of you may even be, say, married to this person, right? Married to this person. Maybe there's could be some issues. Maybe some issues in marriage as well, right? And they could really be reflecting back on, their heart could be reflecting on the feelings that they do have for you. Okay. So take that how it resonates. Let's see. What does their heart tell them about the connection? We have soul growth here. And it says nourishment, self-focus, and also self-ascension. So their heart can also be telling them they need to really work on healing themselves. Okay. Like I said with this Page of Cups, it could even be blocked or repressed feelings, emotions that they have. So it's like their soul or their heart may be telling them, you know, you need to really sort through your feelings. You need to work on yourself. You need to really start to love yourself. You know, nurture the heart, the feelings, the emotions that you're having so that you feel more confident in being able to express them. Because a lot of us that, you know, have gone through phases of having and being emotionally immature, it really is about us learning how to stabilize our emotions, right? How to balance them out so that we're not allowing our emotions to kind of overwhelm us and take control, right? Take control of us. We learn how to be more calm, which is what we're seeing with that King of Cups. The King of Cups is a mature energy, being mature emotionally, aside from this page, which is very childlike, immature in nature. Okay, so let's see what else. What does their heart tell them about the connection? Pile 3, we have the trinket here, and it says nostalgic, keepsake, and also reminiscing, right? So their heart could be reminding them of memories of you, thoughts of you, feelings that are still there, especially if you guys are separated. We've got lost love here, okay? It says pining, dwelling in the past, and also longing, okay? So some of you, this person could be someone that you are separated or disconnected from. And it could be that if that is the case, and this is your ex, that they're missing you. Their heart is feeling like, we still have feelings. We still have feelings for pile 3, okay? Now, others of you where you are not this person's ex, you've maybe just started this connection, it could be that their heart is telling them, hey, you need to work on healing this ex-partner stuff, right? Because this lost love, pining, and dwelling in the past can also be that there is an ex-partner that your person has not been able to heal from yet, right? And that is where they're really needing to work on healing, because that negative thinking can also be because of something from their past that they have not been able to let go of, and that would be blocking them from being able to connect with you, okay? So that would be a cycle here with the Wheel of Fortune that this person with the Death card here is needing to bring to an end. They're needing to, like I said, release emotional baggage, move on from the past, move on from a way of thinking that is blocking them. So what does their heart tell them about this connection? We have triggered here. Okay, so maybe their heart is being triggered. We've got limitations, breaking point, and also lashing out, right? So you can even be dealing with someone, like I said, especially with this Page of Cups, not being able to express their feelings in a good way, right? Constructive way. So if their heart still has some wounds, either from your connection or from previous connections that they've had. It could be that the heart is feeling triggered. The heart is remembering certain things that happened to them in the past, and there could be certain things that happened between you and this person that are triggering them too. And so with the lashing out here, it can even be that this person, because of the emotional immaturity here or repressed feelings and emotions, that they're acting out inappropriately towards you, right? They're being all over the place, like I said, with their feelings, their emotions, giving you mixed signals, hot and cold type of energy, or even, you know, with the lashing out, looks like she's kind of angry here. It could even be being, I don't know, like a little, maybe lashing out in a way that's sabotaging, right? Saying things that are rude or saying things that are very spiteful because they're feeling hurt, okay? So what does their heart, so that's where that King of Cups comes in, right? The emotional maturity, so that we recognize, we learn to respond to people emotionally in a stable way versus reacting in a negative way because of the emotional immaturity, right? If we're emotionally immature, we could be acting out in ways that are very impulsive, where we get angry at someone, or because we get hurt, oftentimes, that goes into us being angry, upset. When someone hurts us, it hurts our feelings, we can act out in a very angry, rude way. People piss us off. We say things we don't mean, right? So this is their heart letting them know that, hey, there are some things here that you're needing to really focus on balancing out here, so that you learn to really calm and balance out your emotions. What is their heart telling them about this connection? We have predator here, and it says stalking, and it says on the hunt, and also chasing, right? So for some of you, this could mean that their heart is telling them that, I don't know, it could be that they're chasing you. You could be chasing them. They could be feeling like maybe even a little bit of pressure, right? Being triggered here in the way. Their heart can also be telling them, take action, right? Maybe this person, their heart is kind of revealing to them that they do have feelings, and they're doing it in a way where they're, instead of saying something to you, they're looking at your pictures, right? On Instagram or on Facebook or some other type of social media, or they're asking other people about you, right? There can even be, looking at his glowing eyes here, this almost gives me a feeling of like obsessive energy, you know? That they could be feeling. So let's see. Last messages, pile 3. What does their heart tell them about this connection? What does their heart tell them? We have resurrection here. And it says, what you thought to be lost forever will come back, and you'll witness the impossible made possible. So their heart could also be telling them, especially if you guys are separated, their heart can be telling them that you will return, that they will see you again, or that you guys will have a second chance, or the two of you will get back together. Their heart can also be telling them that they will be able to move beyond what they currently see as blockages right now, and find this resurrection maybe within themselves, where they can change, they can transform, they can, yes, take the time to focus on themselves, but working on their transformation here. What does their heart tell them about this connection? We have at last, and it says they don't want you to give up now when you've come this far, because it will all be worth it in the end, right? So even if the two of you are away from each other, lost love situation, what we're seeing here, it could be that this person still, their heart still tells them that there's opportunity for the two of you, right? Let's see. What does their heart tell them? We have choices. And it says there is a choice they have to make. They know time is not on their side and risk losing you forever if they don't, right? So it's their heart could be telling them, hey, you can't keep playing this hot and cold game. It's time to make up your mind. Listen to the heart. What is it telling you? We have ancestral karma. And it says they are clearing negative ancestral patterns that were passed down through generations. Don't rush the journey. Right? So they may also recognize that there are some healing of some things that they need to do within themselves, right? Maybe they need some time, some space to really work on themselves. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the mask, and it says they want to remove the mask they've been wearing and be brave enough to reveal their true feelings. Okay? So their heart could also literally be telling them, take the mask off, think about your feelings, and be open to expressing them too. Pile number 3. And you guys also chose the bats, which is also an energy of transformation. Okay? Rebirth. So that could be symbolic for those of you that maybe are separated from this person, broken up, that this person's heart is telling them to give this connection a second chance, or that it is worth it to move forward with this connection, okay? And just kind of open up here, work on the triggers, and if there is somebody that from their past they need to heal from, to really take care of that, right? Work on healing that. So I'm going to leave your reading here for you, pile number 3. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.